I'm so excited.
Woo! Oh, wow. Oh, oh, my heart. Wow. This is so nice. Oh my God. We made 1,000 subscribers, y'all. We made 1,000 subscribers, y'all. We made 1,000 subscribers, y'all. Oh, I'm so excited. This feels so, listen, I remember when I joined YouTube in 2009, YouTube was not at all what it is now. But it never occurred to me to build a YouTube community until 2013. And I had a block in me of like, I need to make my videos better. They're not perfect enough. Editing quality, my videography quality is not good enough. I'm not gonna put it out. I'm not gonna put it out. And I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel. The Mindful Plate had been on my heart for quite some time. I'm talking years, y'all, years. And I just sat on it for years, because my guiding fundamental belief was it's not good enough. And over the years, I'd watch people, I'd root for people, I would see folks growing, but not just growing, connecting, teaching, sharing, giving, including. And when 2020 hit, I remember thinking, girl, it's either now or never. Like, tomorrow's not promised. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. You do not know if it's gonna come, if you're gonna get it. I just remember thinking about the last time there was a major, it wasn't a pandemic because it wasn't global, but it was a major world-changing event that I lived through, which was September 11th, 2001. And for 4 months it just felt like that entire area was filled with gloom and doom, and it never lifted. It was gray for days on end, and even when the sun started to come back out, it was still gray inside. People were marred by that, hurt by that, scarred by that, and that energy was what I was living in. And in living in that energy, it came to me that I was also scarred and marred by some own personal life events that I hadn't healed from. So instead, I was emotional eating. I was eating everything. First, seconds, thirds, fourths. And I would always leave full, like painfully full. And that pain that I felt in the fullness was allowing me to feel the pain that was really emotional pain that I had not dealt with because I didn't have the tools I ate. And in this pandemic, coming back to 2020, it just occurred to me that somebody doesn't have the tools. And 2020 is life-changing for a lot of people. It's changed the way we think, the way we live, the way we interact, the way we show up, the way we trust or not. And for some of us, the changes that we've seen that we need to make, and including myself, is the change in health, well-being, wellness. And for those of us that know or value or see food as a source of nutrition as well, understand its ability to transform and heal our lives, we're looking for those resources. And I thought back to my 20-year-old self who didn't have the tools. And so moving to 2020, the Mindful Plate was born. And I wanted to connect with you all. And I wanted you all to be able to find a home, find a place, find a community, find lessons, find ideas, meal ideas, find ingredient substitutes that are going to support you in your well-being through whatever transitions you're in, whether you are in a weight wellness journey of weight loss or weight gain, whether you are in a healing journey because there are some physical challenges that you're experiencing, some levels of dis-ease that you're experiencing in your body, and you know that food can help mend you back together again, and you're just looking for delicious, culturally relevant ways to get in the nutrition that's required to thrive. And that's the Mindful Plate. And I also wanted to be a resource and tool for those of you who are trying to think differently about food. You are not a calorie counter, and you are not wanting to get stuck on macros and fats and proteins and etc. Instead, you want to have a mindful approach that may include that, but it also includes your spirit and your emotions and the state of your being as an ingredient, as a way to consider whether or not this thing is for you. And so for those of you who like to dive a little deeper into your plate, I wanted to be a resource for that and a voice for that, because it's been the thing that's healed me and supported me all these years and will continue to. So anyways, with your amazing support, we reached 1,000 followers. Now that I know that the magic works, the formula works, ask and you shall receive, then next year, 2022, by September 15th, 10,000 subscribers. Thank you in advance, and yes, please. Or more, we'll take that too. But I'm very excited. Life is opening doors for me to be able to be in service in this work more. This is beyond the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is the gateway, it's the opening, it's almost the advertisement for a lifestyle. And I'm so grateful that you as a viewer have chosen me as one of your visual guides into ways to eat. So I want to share with you 6 things that have happened that have really transformed my life and have come about because the Mindful Plate exists. All right. So the first thing is, y'all, we were featured in Women's Health magazine. What? So this was in February, and I was just minding my good Black-owned business, and I see a post on Instagram, and I was like, wait, I'm on this list? Wait. When did this happen? Y'all, sometimes you never know who's looking, who's watching you do your work. Sometimes you're featured and stuff and you don't know about it in advance. You don't know about it until it comes out. But when I tell you the gratitude, what that opportunity did for me, one, is it allowed me to reach more people. My following grew, but also my reach grew more than anything. And so now I'm able to help more women get in touch with their relationship with food in a way that's going to be beneficial and healing to them. So I was so grateful for that. And then to be featured along folks like Tabitha Brown, come on sis, Janae Claiborne of Sweet Potato Soul, hey girl, like it was just wow. Food Heaven podcast, like come on. These are all folks that I love and adore, respect their work, have been following their journeys. And so to be on that list in Women's Health magazine of all, woo! So that was the first thing. So much joy. And the second thing was I was selected to be a May Fellow for the May Fellowship. Y'all, this is life-changing. So the May Fellowship is a fellowship that is designed to support Black and brown women and non-binary women live out their best literary dreams. And when the May Fellowship was being formed, it was in honor of the founder's mother, who loved books, loved words, and understood the power of what they could do and the way they could transform not just individuals reading stories, but worlds, societies. So this fellowship supports that great literary work that is sitting inside of you that's yet to be born. And I was chosen to be a part of the cohort and to round out for the food writers. And so I've had a book in me since 2016. And in 2016, I started writing it and I put it away. I don't know if anybody else can relate. You start a project and you put it down and it still calls you. You know what I mean? So I was so grateful when the May Fellowship came into my life. And again, it was something that I was not expecting. It happened midway through the production of the Mindful Plate. And it was just like this one of these sort of like once in a lifetime opportunities where I know I was being guided. So I'm still going through it, but I just want you to know that there is a book in the future. And you know, I'm gonna keep you posted. All right. Just listen. The reason why I'm telling you now is because I want you to hold me accountable. All right. So if you see me come 2023, sis, where's the book? Oh, right. I did say that in 2021. But no, seriously, I'm going to do it. But I'm just saying, hold me accountable, okay? That's the type of relationship I want us to have. So the third thing is I got an opportunity to be involved in some dope podcasts. And when I say involved, I was being interviewed. I'm not the producer or anything. But I was so grateful and so honored to be welcomed and invited to come and share my perspective on eating, on food production, on mindfulness, especially when it comes to our wellness. And we had some fun times. The first one was Cotton for the Soul, and Cotton for the Soul is based out of the UK. Shout out to global audiences, okay? Based out of the UK, and we really dive deep into veganism and its Black roots. The vegan movement hasn't always done the best job of giving credit to all the contributors of plant-based eating. That episode, we really dive deep into the African and her diaspora contributions to vegan food. So the second podcast we did was Broke, Gifted, and Black. Shout out to Nana and Nikki. Man, that first of all, they're just such a dope dynamic duo. And I got an opportunity to get on the show and just talk about eating well, but also the journey, like the journey behind the scenes. And so if any of you are artists or creatives, that's a dope one to tune into. And then the third podcast we did was Street Academy. Shout out to my bestie Jackie and the whole crew, because we dived into soul food, its origins, and how people say it's killing us. Is it though? Is it? Maybe not. Maybe what's really killing us is the ingredients that we're using, but not necessarily the soul that we put into it. So we dived into a lot of that, like just eating well in the Black community, what that looks like. So that was so much fun. The next podcast I did was Think, Believe, and Manifest. Shout out to Constance Arnold. Y'all, Constance and I go way back. She was my first life coach. She was there at the start of this journey when, before I was the Mindful Plate, I was I was the Turi Beauty, I was Eat, Relate, Love. She's been through the changes, but what's been consistent always has been my message about mindful eating. And so in that podcast, we talk a lot about the art of mindfulness, the practice of mindfulness, and also when you were going through a weight transformation, a body transformation, a weight wellness journey, not just weight loss or weight gain, but weight wellness, what is required of you, and how do you use the law of attraction? How do you use universal laws and spirituality to achieve the result that you're looking for? How do you infuse that into your day-to-day, into your culinary, into your grocery shopping, into your prayer, into your mealtime? So that was a dope podcast. So that's another one you can check out. Shout out to Therese of Black Desserts. I'm just going to leave it at that because it's not out yet, but that's coming soon. So these are all podcasts that I've got to participate in and contribute to. And in 2022 and the rest of 2021, and just beyond, I'm so looking forward to being a part of more podcasts. Like, it gives me so much joy. I'm just so grateful. Shout out to all the podcasts that I got to participate in this year, and shout out to many more. The fourth thing was this dope partnership with Kukuwa Fitness. Y'all, if you know this lovely daughter-mother duo, shout out to Cass, Coach Cass, and her mom. Oh my God. Like, these ladies, Kukuwa and Cass, they are goals, exercise goals, fitness goals, life goals, because they're not just doing fitness from the exercise perspective. They are also living life on their own terms, actively creating, traveling. So if you follow them, then you already know they do a lot of online exercises. I follow them. It's really, really great, especially during the panorama. If you can't get to a gym, you can just turn on these ladies and follow along and get your entire life, because the music is bomb. The movements are familiar. You feel me? Have you ever done like an online exercise or dance class and the moves are just not it? Not these two. And no matter what age, they're multi-generational. I love that. So they were interested in adding on a mindfulness and nutrition tip into their platform. And so here we are. I am now providing mindfulness and nutrition content to their platform. And that partnership has just been, it's been stretching for me in ways that I didn't think I'd be stretched. It has also shown me that I'm in the right place at the right time. So again, sometimes I look out and I was just seeing like a sea of how would I say this respectfully? A sea of sameness, yes? And in that sea of sameness was the same tips being sort of put out over and over again. And I remember when I was struggling with emotional eating and being overweight due to my addiction to my emotional eating, because I didn't have the tools to deal with my emotions, etc. And I would have yearned to have somebody like me talking to me. So on their platform, Kukuwa Fitness, I get to talk about these things because there's a whole community there that is open to the conversation. And I'm also bringing some of those conversations to you in future Mindful Plate productions. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, shout out to Kukuwa Fitness. That's been an amazing partnership and it's still going on. So if you're looking for some online fitness, some workouts to just keep you in shape or keep you maintaining or losing or gaining or whatever, please check out Kukuwa Fitness, join the platform. It's a godsend, trust. And it's life-changing. You will thank me. And the fifth thing, really and truly, y'all, is y'all. Maybe I should have put y'all first. Don't feel no way. Don't feel no way. Don't feel no way. But what I'm saying is reading y'all's comments has been like, oh, anytime I want to give up, anytime I'd be like, I don't know. I mean, there's already like vegan videos and food videos. Do I need to really add? And then one of you will come in and you will say, superior work. Keep up the superior work. Come on now. I like the sound of that. Channel is underrated. Yes, YouTube search guides are working. Y'all are finding me and making the recipes. Love it. I love when I give a metaphor and it's helping shift perspective. Love your videos. Thank you. I appreciate it. Love the recipes. This is what I'm talking about. And when I read that, that's when I'm like, keep going. It's always a voice that says, keep going. And I want you to know that even though you can't hear me or see me in real life, every single time I get a notification that a new subscriber has joined, I will literally say out loud, welcome, R. Williams. Nice to have you. Welcome, Maya. Welcome, Petula. I'm so happy to have you. Thank you for subscribing. I have said that to each and every one of you because literally your presence is what makes this. And your comments are what keep me going. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And then the sixth thing is I created a school. It is a school for mindful nutrition. I created it because on the Mindful Plate, it's about recipes and food. Some of you wanted to know, how do you sustain this? How do you make this lifestyle be the lifestyle? Something that you don't fall off on or, just kind of visit from time to time because you were seeing the benefits of applying mindfulness to your plate. The School for Mindful Nutrition is essentially a place where women come to transform. And we have had 2 cohorts. We move beyond the breakfast, lunch, and a dinner, and we begin to look at not only what's on the plate, but why is it there? How did it get there? What journey did it take to get there? Not just the journey of production and marketing, but the internal journey. What emotions, what stories, what memories in you brought that food in front of you? And if you're ever been somebody who has struggled with emotional eating, then you know that sometimes it can be very challenging to just eat for your constitution without bringing in your emotions into it and inevitably over snacking or overeating. So the School for Mindful Nutrition allows women to transform their relationship by reprogramming their mindset. And the reprogramming of the mindset transformed the relationship, which in the transformation of that relationship, these women are able to experience the results that they've been after all this time, but for some reason have been blocked. And the results are around wellness and weight loss. And out of the 2 cohorts that we've had 1 student who lost 69 pounds. We had 3 other students lose 25 pounds. And we had another student lose her excuses. And if you know anything about excuses, procrastination, reasons, just, all the reasons why you can't today, why you won't now, why it's impossible. You lose all of those, ooh, anything is possible. Transformation is on its way. So the School for Mindful Nutrition is where we get mindful about what we put in, but not just the food in our plates, but the thoughts in our mind, the words that we take in as well as put out of our mouths, the feelings in our heart, the spirit of well-being versus the spirit of destruction or illness. And so, yeah, that's been dope. 2 cohorts in, and we are here to stay. I did not make any grand announcements. I just did the work, invited people to come in. And yeah, this has been really exciting. And this also is another gift of doing the Mindful Plate. And I cannot thank you enough. 1,000 of y'all, all 1,000 of y'all. Mwah! Seriously, just know that my commitment to you is that I will continue to feed you. I will continue to show up in the name of wellness and well-being, and I will continue to provide the most delicious food because, like you know, we're not here for boring food. No. We love to eat on this channel, and we love to feel good and look good. And if you have anything that you want to see more of, want to see less of, whatever, I'm open. Leave something in the comments, and I'll see you in a future video soon. Mwah! Until next time, y'all, eat well and be well. 1,000 subscribers. It's so amazing. 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 coming soon.